Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. I am your host for today's live stream. My name is Connor, and I want to thank everybody for taking some time out of their Sunday to be here with me for this Crypto Empire Sunday live stream. I hope you're all doing very well wherever you are in the world. We will be taking a look at the market today, Bitcoin, ETH, a lot of altcoins, going over trade ideas as we do begin a new week. So clear your distractions, get focused. It is a Crypto Empire Power Hour about to go down. I do want to welcome everybody to the stream. Big shout out to Reverend Flashback saying, hi, Connor, nice to see you. How are you doing today? How are you today? I'm doing very well, Reverend Flashback. I appreciate you asking and being here nice and early. Shout out to McNaz96 asking, how's Thailand? Thailand is great. The food is good. People are cool. Training is really good if you're into Muay Thai martial arts. Overall, I'm having a great time here. My time is limited for sure, so I'm making the most of it. But yeah, great place. Highly recommend it. Shout out to Jazzy saying, what's up, Crypto Empire fam? Good to catch the live stream early. Thank you, Jazzy. Smash that like button as you always do, my friend. Shout out to Michael DJ I Manor and David W. Andrea as well. Appreciate all you guys being here. Let's get into our crypto market overview. Just go ahead and make sure we have our web page up. There we go. All right, so taking a look at the market right now, really nothing has changed throughout the weekend other than a small ETH pullback. Go look at ETH very quick. Bitcoin hasn't moved at all, completely in consolidation underneath our 4-hour 200 EMA. But if we look at ETH, ETH is the problem child right now. ETH took a small pullback. It was basically like a sneeze. Right, a small little sneeze. But on this, you can see with my arrow here, we had to move down to our level at $1,618. On this pullback, all coins decided to just basically mini nuke, like they tanked. So some weakness we're seeing in the market right now, but the thing is, it's a weekend, right? So we cannot fully trust the price action. I'll be getting into my analysis in just one moment, but let's continue going over the market overview. Nothing has really changed. Market is relatively flat. If you look at our gainers and losers on the day, taking a look at what's moving right now, as usual, a bunch of low caps that have very low volume. Like you can see the volume on this coin. Frontier has $80 million worth of volume, which is interesting. I've never heard of this coin. But the coins that are moving right now tend to be the smaller caps, and these moves are not very long lived, right? So I don't really pay attention to these moves on the 800 market cap coins. And looking at the losers on the day, we have some losers as well, but again, not a lot of kind of relevant cryptocurrencies that I actually look at, trade, or invest in. So the market is very slow and boring right now. Let me see what's going on in our live chat right now. Let's see what's happening. Andrea says, Connor, back in the house. Good to see you, my man. Right back at you, Andrea. David W says, what up, doe? What up, David? Sniff says, finna walk in a random MMA gym and ask who wants to fight. YOLO. Sniff, I expect nothing else from you, man. I expect nothing else. You should go ahead and do that. Definitely. Let's see. Warthog Thunderbolt. Hello, everyone. What's up, Warthog? How are you? All right, so let's get into our analysis. Let's start things off with Bitcoin. Again, Bitcoin has not necessarily moved all weekend long. We're on the 4-hour time frame here. And on the 4-hour, the most relevant level on the chart is our 200 EMA. And that is at $26,640. And currently, price is consolidating right underneath this resistance level. All right, so we're going to see if we get rejected here flat out. But the way this looks to me right now, it does look like bullish consolidation. All right. The thing is, this price action is so hard to trust. The market is so incredibly choppy. It is a bit harder to get a read on things than usual. So if this gets rejected, I also would not be surprised, right? If it just starts to roll over and then go and back into this range, I wouldn't necessarily be surprised at all. But I am leaning bullish right now, right? I'm leaning towards bullish consolidation here underneath our 4-hour 200 EMA. And at the start of the week, our weekly candle close is going to be in 6 hours from now. I'm looking for a little push back up towards the 28,500, 29K levels. All right, but again, Bitcoin, it's completely sideways. Nothing has happened this weekend. If you went, to the beach or you went hiking, this weekend, you didn't miss anything. All right, so good on you for taking some time away from the screens. Now let's take a look at Ethereum as well while we're on the subject. Again, ETH took this small nosedive, and altcoins decided to just like puke on this small nosedive. So some weakness, but again, it's a weekend. I don't fully trust it. Still leaning bullish. Main levels on ETH 1618 and then 1577 if we get a pullback. I'm waiting. If we get pullbacks, I'll be buying pullbacks, okay? It's not the time to be looking for shorts. Quarter 3 is about to end. Quarter 4 is about to start. The market momentum is shifting. We can see that through the price action, through the indicators. Everything is kind of shifting bullish, right? A lot of these coins have higher time frame bullish divergence. So I just would not get in front of the moving train higher. All right, I would look to position myself on the train and ride it higher. So pullbacks, in my opinion, if we get them, are for buying. You see my 2 levels clearly marked out here on ETH. 1618 was already hit today. Then the next level at 1577, right? 1575 to 1580 is what you want to be looking for if we do get it on ETH. I can draw it for you. There's a little bit of a rally-based rally demand zone here. All right, for all my supply and demand traders that want to see that, there it is. You got your rally-based rally. You got the retest, move higher. So if we come back into this level, I'll be looking to bid. Now, in terms of my current active position, I opened a FET long trade. So let's go ahead and look at FET. So FET was looking great until Ethereum decided to pull back like 0.5%, and FET went ahead and moved down 5% on that move. So I'm still in this. I haven't cut this yet, but it's not looking great right now. We're looking on the 4-hour time frame, and we're above our 4-hour 200 EMA. Right, currently that's at 22.74 cents. But all I was looking for here was, as you guys all should know by now, my green zones or my red zones, the top and bottoms of these are very important and key support and resistance levels. So long story short, what I was looking for on this FET trade, and what's still possible but not looking amazing right now, was a breakout, a retest, and then another push into our supply zone up here at 27 cents. All right, FET has been one of the better looking altcoins. This move back here at the start of September, we did catch inside of the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group. So I have been trading FET. I've been having success trading FET. I'm still looking to catch this move. It's still possible, but pretty close to our stop loss right now. So I'll continue to monitor it. I might cut it. I'll let my Discord group know right away if I do. I also put this trade inside of the Crypto Empire free Telegram group, so I'll let you guys know in there if I decide to exit this position. But as of right now, above our 4-hour 200 EMA. We just lost on the 1-hour of the 200 EMA. We'll see what happens here. All right, we want to see this get bought back up and get above our green zone in order to push higher. That was the better looking altcoin in my opinion at the start of the weekend, but now it just kind of looks like all the others and it's not really doing anything too appealing. However, we haven't lost this orange line yet. If we lose this orange line, I expect to get stopped out of this trade, which is fine because I manage my risk. I can afford to take losses because the winners always cover the losers, as it should be if you're a trader, right? If you're properly managing your risk and position sizes, the losses should not deter you because the winners will cover the losers. So just stay in the game. That's simple. That's my only active trade at the moment. Let's go over a few more of what I am looking at. There's a few decent looking charts out there, but again, on some of these others that didn't look as bullish as FET, I'd like to see some pullbacks. So let's kind of go over that, and then I'll get into some questions and some relevant news articles. First one is going to be WorldCoin. All right, so WorldCoin is the newest scam coin Ponzi on the market. It was created by the big tech conglomerate group, and it basically scans your retina eyeball for some kind of universal basic income or something. I don't know, complete scam Ponzi. Current market cap of this thing is $173 million, but I'm not interested in investing in this project. I'm interested in trading it because there is volatility right now. So looking at the daily time frame, this thing took a huge hit. It was at $2.50, traded all the way down to 97 cents, all right? And as you notice down here, when it bottomed out, what was on the chart, guys? I just said a lot of these altcoins have higher time frame bullish divergence. Here's an example of one already starting to play out on WorldCoin. Essentially, what you had was one bottom here, and you had your second bottom. All right, so this is a double bottom, but what actually marks the bullish divergence is going to be your RSI. So on the daily RSI, if you connect the points of those bottoms, you can see that it is making higher lows while price action is making lower lows. All right, so this is bullish divergence in a nutshell. Very simple. And it already started to play out from it. So we're looking for a continuation move right now on WorldCoin. All right, the initial entry already passed at $1, but that's completely fine. All right, as you see, we have a level at $1.28. So what I'm looking for a trade, we go back to our 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour, you'll notice our 4-hour 200 EMA is right at the current price. There's also a base rally demand zone that formed on WorldCoin's march up higher. All right, so for a possible continuation play, I like this right now. I have not entered into this long. Again, the only trade I'm in is that FET trade right now that's experiencing drawdown, which nobody likes, but that's part of the game. Anyway, WorldCoin right now, if I was to trade it, this is the entry. All right here at the 400 or 4-hour 200 EMA in this demand zone, I would cut it super quick. I would cut it as soon as $1.28 is lost. If you see a 1-hour candle closed below $1.28, I would just get out of this trade. Realistically, I'd only be looking for something like this, 4.7 to 1 with the stop below $1.28. Just a small continuation move here. But this thing is moving, right? We want to pay attention to the coins that have volume, that have volatility, and that are moving. Most things are simply not doing anything. FET's still hanging on to this line. Yeah, that's WLD. Add this one to your own watch list. If you want to take this trade again, a good risk reward. Makes sense to me. Continuation off of that bottoming out, higher time frame bullish divergence. You're just simply playing the retest of the 4-hour 200 EMA for a move back up into the supply zone that formed at $1.60. Simple analysis, simple trade idea. Just plain supply and demand, buying at the demand zone, selling it at the supply zone. That's WLD. Now, some other coins I'm looking at. Injective INJ. INJ I'm very bullish on. Now, INJ, this trade on the screen was from around 2 weeks ago. I had a member in my Discord group, shout out to Harry Pixel, asking me about INJ, basically playing the breakout here of this higher time frame trend line. Go to our daily time frame on INJ Injective Protocol. So long story short on INJ, again, all these coins, they all have the daily higher time frame bullish divergence structure, and we're starting to see some breakouts play. All right, so that's, again, why I am on the bullish side of things right now, why I'm not a bear. I see the charts are talking to me, and they're telling me to look to buy pullbacks, essentially. So on INJ, simple, super simple, daily time frame, 200 EMA. What happened? Price was super overextended above it. Price came in and retested it perfectly, and then it broke the trend line. So that's all this trade was. The retest of the 200 EMA, breaking a trend line in a higher time frame demand zone, all the things we look for. Pretend we're baking a cake. We have an ingredient list. This had all the ingredients for the long. Now, I want to see a pullback to $7 on INJ, and I'll be bidding that. All right, I want to see the $7 level get tested and then hold. I'll be looking for longs on INJ at that level. Very simple. But again, you know, the 200 EMA in the daily time frame is such a key metric, and it's so simple. It is really, really simple. I made a video yesterday on Caspa. If you guys haven't watched the Caspa video, go and watch that now. But my analysis for Caspa, we'll go look at CAS right now just so you can understand what I'm saying. My analysis on Caspa was, I want to see a pullback to the 200 EMA in the daily time frame. But whenever you talk about a coin like this that has like that cult-like community and people that have been in it super early, and they have like this kind of ego and bravado about them. So I want to buy the 200 EMA in a pullback, but you got people saying it's never going to pull back there. Sorry, we got to go to the daily time frame. We want to see it go down here back to 2.7 cents. You always see the people say it's never going to pull back that far. If you wait to buy it, you're going to completely miss it. I disagree. I would rather be patient right now. We have 7 months until the Bitcoin halving. So this is an investment. This is a longer term position. This is not a short term day trade here. right? So we got time. There's no rush. So to all the people out there thinking that you're going to miss the boat if you don't wait for the pullback, I could be wrong, but I do think we will eventually get the pullback. Anyways, on INJ, the trade idea here, the pullback to the 200 daily EMA played out perfectly. So this is what we look for. I know this works as an edge in the market. I've back tested this edge. I know it's reliable. I know I have a high hit rate with it. So when I see the market offer it, which is quite rare to get the pullback to the 200 EMA in the daily time frame, when the coin is in a strong uptrend, it's quite rare that you get it. But when you do, you got to look for that. So anyways, INJ, pull up our Spaceman BTC key level indicator showing us our levels. INJ's monthly open is $6.99. So this is what I want to see. I want to see the monthly open hold on a retest. I'll be looking to get long on INJ and moving up higher there. All right. Let's take a look at a few more. We'll keep the train rolling. We might as well, and then I'll get into the audience's questions. Appreciate you guys bearing with me. Smash that like button if you're enjoying the analysis so far. We got a lot more to cover right here on our Crypto Empire Sunday live stream. Next up, let's look at Solana. So Solana, on our 4-hour, currently being held up by this low at $19.43. As you see, price made its way up to this resistance level, got rejected. Now again, similar to Bitcoin, it's forming this kind of consolidation right underneath resistance. So we have the quarterly open. That price is currently holding as support at $18.84. We have this low that's already been swept twice, right? These are two bullish swing failure patterns that were put into place here at $18.50. The Solana looks pretty good to me to see another push up back to 20. Our 4-hour 200 EMA is at $20.14. All right, so this would be your target for a long, right? This is resistance. If you look at the Solana chart, really has kind of struggled recently on this 4-hour 200 EMA. It's just been kind of oscillating above and below it, and it got super extended below it now. That's why we want to see a move back up to the level, and then beyond that, you have your supply zones up here at 22. All right, so this would be T1, $20.14. T2 would be 22. In terms of the entry, I wouldn't necessarily recommend jumping into it right now. What I would recommend is there's definitely a chance we move back up to, or move back down to the 1840 level. All right, so I would look for a pullback to around 1840 to 1850 on Solana, and then I would be targeting 20 and then 22. Hope that makes sense. But yes, so we got Fry 2055 says, I love Solana. So that's great that you love Solana. I'm glad that you can express your love for the project. I'm also bullish on Solana. I think it's going to do very well in the next bull run. You got some people saying it's going to be like buying Ethereum in 2019. It's a very bullish claim. I'm not sure I completely agree with that, but I still think it's going to multiply. All-time high of Solana. What, 300, 350? 250, 259. All-time high. So let's just go to the coin perspective really quick and see that. So Solana gets back to its all-time high. It would be a 13x, and that's a $106.5 billion market cap, which isn't that crazy because Ethereum's market cap is already, 200 billion right now. So that would be half of Ethereum's current market cap. So yeah, I think Solana can for sure go back to its all-time high and make a new all-time high in this next bull market cycle. I do. Only a 13x away. And if Solana has the network effect that, it can have, and the mass adoption effect that it can have, it gets used for gaming, things like that, it can certainly make a new all-time high in this next cycle. So not the worst coin to hold, not the best either, in my opinion. More of a safer, lower risk, lower beta investment, if you will. Right? If we want to talk 100x potential, That's like not a micro cap meme coin, but an actual solid fundamental project. I got my eyes on Tau. I think Tau has a good shot of 100x. Trading for around $55 right now. You know, seeing this thing go to 5,000, 6,000 per coin, it wouldn't be the most crazy thing ever. Let's see the current market cap of Tau while we're looking at this. What's that website? All right. They make the information so hard to find on this thing. Yeah, we'll look at it another time. I need to go to like the Tau info website, but they make it impossible to find. But yeah, Tau, 100x play, not a meme coin joke micro cap, but an actual solid fundamental project. I think that's kind of our best bet, everybody's best bet at the current state of the market for a crazy high gainer. I would not ignore the artificial intelligence narrative. It's not a bubble. It just started, and it will go crazy. So don't fade AI and do not fade BitSense or Tau. Anyway, let me catch up with this live chat, see what's going on right now. Smash that like button, everybody, by the way. We got over 20 viewers, 23 viewers, and only 14 likes. That's weak. Smash that like button. Let's see. Andrea says, I'm looking to deploy some powder into alts. What's your opinion on Vela? Seems to be oversold. So Vela, I assume you mean the exchange token. So I made a video on Vela. This is basically just a decentralized exchange. You can trade perpetual futures contracts on it. Thing is, it's such a saturated niche. This is on Arbitrum. So my opinion on Vela right now, I mean, for sure, it is getting smoked. Starting to see some signs here that maybe this is a possible bottom down here at 69 cents. Reason I say that, this, right, or bullish divergence on the daily here, starting to form over the past 4 days right now. We're starting to see some momentum shift to the bulls. And you were right, it is oversold on the daily as well, Andrea. Would I buy this for a trade? Maybe. Yeah, I mean, it's oversold. You got your daily and 12-hour bullish divergence. So if you're going to take a stab at this for a trade, it looks pretty good to do that. I would target this level here at 92 cents. And then I would target this level here at $1.10 for your trade targets on Vela. We got Anders Bangston saying hi from Sweden. Smash the likes. Shout out to you, Anders. Appreciate your support, brother. Shout out to Sweden. Spacetime Jim says, hey, what up, Spacetime? Good to see you. JP Stanley, keep up the great work, brother. Appreciate you, JP. McNaz 96. Hey, Connor, Cass is being rejected at the double top. Could you look at this to see if it's more likely to retrace or break out? For sure, McNaz. We'll look at Caspa again. So Caspa's all-time high, 5.19 cents. And we essentially are back up to that level. Right, trying to break it. As of right now, it's looking like a rejection. All right, we just lost this low on the daily. Let's drop this to a 4-hour. Go to this EMA. So we just lost this low. This is a market structure break. All right, this is showing that the buyer's exhaustion is kicking in. We're in supply. Right, this is a supply zone. Okay, and we have buyer exhaustion kicking in, market structure break to the downside. It does not necessarily look great for an all-time high breakout right now. It doesn't look great for that at all. I think this is a rejection as it stands right now. Another reason I say that, we can put up the trend line. Okay, so we have not lost our trend line yet. It looks like it's going to break, though, in my opinion. All right. It probably will do a small bounce, but I would be weary of a trend line break and a move back down lower on CAS. Let's see where. Okay, so looking at, our Monday range is down here at 4 cents, previous week high at 4.1 cents. So, we can see a move back down into there. And then our 4-hour 200 EMA is at 3.5 cents. So, yeah, I'm short-term bearish on Caspa personally. That's me. I don't think it's going to break out yet. I could be wrong, but if it does, I don't really care because I think it will eventually come back down and give a much better entry than current price. But go listen to the dude on YouTube who makes 5 Caspa videos per day and says it's going to go to $1 in the next week. You do you. I'll do me. JP Stanley, any thoughts on Arweave as a long-term investment? No, not really. I haven't really thought about that, JP. I know this is a solid project, but to answer your question, I haven't really looked into it enough to say it's a good, solid, long-term investment or not. It is an old coin, all right, so it's experienced a full bull market cycle before. All right, so decentralized storage. Need a little refresher. But yeah, so this thing is an old coin. It's experienced a full cycle. Let's go to our weekly. And on the weekly here, weekly looks pretty dead, starting to show some signs of life this week. All right, the weekly candle is going to close in 5.5 hours. So another example though, right? I'll keep on pointing these out as I see them. This is another example of higher time frame bullish divergence here on Arweave, right? You see the price action sliding down lower, making lower lows, while the RSI is making higher lows. All right, so this tells you seller exhaustion is starting to kick in and the bulls are starting to take momentum again. And then what you have right here on Arweave, you have a strong break of resistance, this candle, on volume, okay, on buying volume too. All right, so this looks like it's ready to make a reversal. It is oversold. But yeah, again, this looks very similar to WorldCoin, which we just looked at, and similar to WorldCoin. It's right at its 4-hour 200 EMA, retesting it, trying to hold that support. So if we're going to see continuation, it's going to be from right here. I'm not going to trade this, but this is a pretty example of a clean setup, exactly like WorldCoin, which we just looked at. Yeah, I would take it up to here. 3.85 to 1, 2.3% risk, 11.5% gain. It looks decent. Only thing that I really like is that higher time frame bullish divergence. So you just want to see the continuation now play out. But yeah, that looks like a pretty decent setup, not going to lie here. Arweave, but to answer your question, JP, I haven't thought about this one as a long-term investment. If you guys want to know what coins I'm looking at for long-term investments, go get my free ebook. I literally tell you inside of the ebook. This is available for free. Check the first link down in the description below to get yourself the free Crypto Empire, how to build a crypto portfolio for the next bull run ebook. And if you like it, leave a rating. I'd appreciate everybody who leaves a rating here. But anyways, you can put in $0, hit I want this. You can get it for completely free, right? 19 pages of knowledge from me to you. No gimmicks, no strings attached. Go get it. And you'll see all the coins that I'm bullish on for the next bull run, as well as my mindset and philosophy on how to play the cycles. Right, I've made the most money in crypto by playing the bull market cycle, and I plan on doing it again. Only this time I have more capital, so I plan on making a lot more money, because money is relative. The more you have, the more you make. It takes money to make money. So if you have some capital right now, it is the time to be building your winning crypto bull run portfolio. go get the free ebook. You will not regret it. It's literally free, $0. Let's see. NTAL says, hi all. What's up, N? How are you? Rigoberto Chavez. What's up, Rigo? Good to see you. Plays that PZP from Boca Juniors. I've never heard of this before. All right, looks like a bit of a meme. Head on over to Dex Tools. Check it out. EZP. Plays that up 177% on the day. All right, so Boca Juniors, I wouldn't play this. I wouldn't play this chart. Could you see continuation from this point? Absolutely, we could see some continuation, but it left the station. The train left. I'm not chasing. All right, I ain't a chaser. I'm not chasing after this thing. So if you're not in it, if you didn't catch this move, I would let it go. All right, it's up 3x in the past like 2 days. Let it go, mate. People starting to take profit. Yeah, I wouldn't touch this. I don't know. It could be completely wrong. It could be the next big thing. But I have no idea what it is. And it already exploded, so pretty good on that one. Oh, Michael says, new gaming gem out now. It's Plays App, a 500x potential coin. All right. So Boca and Michael are both on PZP. I appreciate you guys letting me know about this thing early. Backed by Qcoin Labs, #1 game on the BNB chain. So they got all the basic, very simple games, right? If you go on an airplane, on the airplane they have the movies you can watch, and then you hit the game. Like there's basic games like solitaire and that kind of stuff. That's what this is. Only it's on the blockchain. It could work. It could be the next big thing. Do I think it is? No, not necessarily. But yeah, I'm gonna skip it. I'll skip out on this one. I'll be making a lot more regular videos on the gaming projects that I like and the gaming projects that I'm looking into. I've already mentioned a few of them in the ebook, so you should already be aware of that. Get the ebook. But Plays at PZP. I have no interest in it personally. We'll see if I'm wrong. FaceTime Jim, how's Pepe looking? Speaking of gaming, we're going to look at Pepe in a second. Speaking of gaming, though, we got Waz up 25% on the day. Pulled back up 14%. But yeah, this thing's starting to move, hopefully. 50% pump in the past day and a half on WASDR. All right, so hopefully, this thing is finally ready to stop bleeding out. Still bullish on this coin. I like its fundamentals a lot. The only thing is it's gotten completely smoked in this bear market this year, as have most gaming projects. But I still like Waz. Still think it's going to do well. Pretty clear diagonal trend line to break out and start to move. Clear as day. And just a resistance alone, you have 126%, right? So over 2x just to the main resistance level on the chart. This thing is completely oversold. I think for sure it comes back to this resistance level. So at a bare minimum, you can see a 2x from current price. But yeah, WASDR, I still like it, and it's really, really oversold. And it's a 2x back to where it was earlier in the year. And the highs of this year, you're looking at a 4x. All right, so there's money to be made with this coin. I wouldn't ignore it. I hold it. We'll see. Now Pepe. Look at Pepe on Dex Tools. $276 million market cap. How's it looking to me? Not too great. Not really too great at all, Space Time Jim. I think it's got a little bit lower to go. Slow bleed out right now. Lost this support in dead consolidation. And maybe look at this, right? It's oversold, completely oversold on the daily, and you have daily bullish divergence too. Maybe this could be it. Your 1 hour. That's just completely sideways right now on the 1 hour. These candles. Yeah, we have momentum building higher here. So maybe it makes a run back up to our 4 hour 200 EMA. It looks like such a scam coin, this price action. Maybe you get a 30% move and you can play it tight, play a tight stop. Right, so if you're going to play it, I would look for something like this. Yeah, I would look for something like this on Pepe. On the pullback, though, on centralized exchanges, it's at lows, but that's why we look at Dex Tools. And Dex Tools shows us that it does have some lower to go. It has not retested this initial cluster of price action. All right, so I think it will eventually come down and test this initial cluster of price action, especially with the drama that's happening. I'm not taking this trade, right? I don't love it. I don't feel great about it. I wouldn't touch it personally. Let's see. Andrew says, looks like Rune wants to push up higher right now. Check out Rune. We just got a 199 super chat from Sniff. Shout out to Sniff. Appreciate you, brother. Says SHX and FLIX. All right, Anders, we're going to look at Rune in one moment. We're going to take care of our super chat first from our guy Sniff. Let's see, SHX. Stronghold. So Sniff asked me about these coins every single live stream, but I have no problem looking at them again. All right, so Stronghold. Available on a few centralized exchanges. And has anything changed on this thing since we looked at it on Friday? No, nothing's changed on Stronghold. Sniff, you're a legend. You're an absolute legend. Looks bottomed out. Look at this thing. This is a weekly price chart. Completely kind of dead on the weekly. You had this pump back in January, retraced the entire pump, swept the lows. Now it's essentially looking to move higher. Bit of a wave forming. You want to see a violent breakout. I don't know when that's going to happen, but this thing does look bottom to me. I don't hold any of this. I'm just looking at it for our guy Sniff. And then the next one is going to be OmniFlix, which is available on Osmosis. I'm trying to force these coins into your consciousness. I see that. I can see that. Let's see. An OmniFlix. All right, so Flix on the weekly. Yeah, it's pretty dead, as I said on the Friday live stream. Now, if we look at this, let's turn our volume off. I don't want to see that. Put some lines on our chart. This is significant. Let's do TA for sniff, everybody. So this line here to me is significant. Reason being, I put this line exactly where it is. Notice price was selling off extremely hard. I got to change the way this looks. All right, price was selling off for months at a time. It finally bounced, put it in a green day. Where was the high of that green day? It was right here. Okay, so that's why I marked this level at 2.8 cents. Now, as you see, price is essentially, this is the level of control on the chart, right? Price is essentially holding on to it right now. Let me make sure you can see that. There you go. Right, price is holding on to this level right now. So you want to see it flip back into support. If this thing's going to start to push higher, it starts by reclaiming 2.8 cents. Very simple. Once it can successfully do that, then it will start to run higher. So buying below would be the move if you're bullish on FLIX. Then you got that low at 2.3 cents. So this is your current range essentially. If you're looking for a value buy, you want to buy the range low. All right, so if you want to be a buyer of this, you want to buy it as close to 2 cents as you possibly can. That's Flix and Stronghold. The heck is this project? Media and network layer for creators and sovereign communities, powered by NFTs and related distribution protocols. The metaverse project, okay, I like that. I like Cosmos, although Cosmos has an uphill battle. But Cosmos is extremely solid technology, probably the best technology in crypto, right? And some of these Cosmos projects, like Akash, are extremely bullish, AKT. So a lot of gems on the Cosmos ecosystem. Anyways, Sniff, that's Stronghold and OmniFlix. Now let's get back to Thorchain for our guy Anders. So Thorchain pumping on the weekend. Yeah, pretty clear sign that it's, yeah, the RSI is reset pretty well. Only thing I don't like here, there's some signs that it's going to break down. Right, first things first is your bearish divergence on the hourly time frame. All right, so that's a red flag right there if you're a bull. Another red flag is the weekend pump. And another red flag is the trend line break here on the 4-hour time frame. So this thing could be starting to go on an absolute tear, and it could just break out above $2 here. But I would be very weary of a double top on Thorchain right now. Right, like most of these other coins, I want to see some pullbacks. So watch this trend line break on Rune. It does break, it's coming back down to the 160 area here. Leave the hole to see if it does get filled. Yeah, Thorchain, and be careful with it. Right, it's either slim chance it does break out here, in my opinion. There's too many red flags that I see, too many bearish signs. This is a short. This is a short. So I would play it here. Only a 2-to-1, which isn't great. But it looks like a short to me, clear as day. Let's see. Sniff says, look at OmniFlix. No better moonshot than this. Sniff says he's about to blow his lungs up today. Sniff, don't do that, man. Michael DJI, Connor, are you still bullish on Woo Network? I think Woo will 100x. Yes, I'm bullish on Woo, Michael. I'm actually holding some Woo right now. The spot position. So my Woo plan is simple. I'll tell all you guys the Woo plan. This is in my Discord. Right, basically looking for a move. Target one is going to be 27 cents. I'm not holding this for the bull run. I'm doing this to make money here in the short term as a trade. So yeah, these are my two targets higher. This is what I'm waiting for. I think it is going to pump out of this. And right now, you know, it's a great entry right now if you want to play this spot. It's very low risk in my opinion. I don't think this thing has a lot further to go down. Right? Could it come back down into our 12-cent level? Yeah, it could. But I wouldn't necessarily be scared of that happening. If it does come down into this demand zone, I would not sell. I would buy. Because this thing is going to pump, and it's going to pump violently. Again, my target's 27.5 cents. And then 33 cents on Woo. Do I think it's going to 100x? No, I don't think it will 100x. Let's see. So for Woo to 100x, essentially needs to go to a $30 billion market cap. All right, so 1680. Yeah, so if it's going to 100x, it's at 17 cents, duh, $17. Didn't even look at that, my mistake. So yeah, $30 billion market cap, that's possible. Where did it go in the last run? Do a little fundamental analysis here. Turn my phone on do not disturb, so I'm not distracted by anything. So Woo in the last bull run made it up to essentially a $1 billion market cap at its highest peak. Remember, a lot less coins were in circulation when it made this $1 billion market cap. This happened in January of 2022. And this thing did experience the full cycle. Maybe $5 to $10 billion market cap on Woo. I don't think it will go to 30. That's me personally speaking. But here in the short term, this is an easy spot trade for everybody. If you have the patience to wait, it will hit these targets at 27 cents and then 33 cents. And you have a much better entry than before. So I like it. I like Woo. I'm bullish on it. I think it's going to do well. SK asking for XRP. Take a look at XRP. So XRP, I mean, what a letdown, right? They won their lawsuit. You see a 100% pump, and it just completely gave it all back, and it's right back to where it started. All right, so I don't love that, right? You want to see some kind of continuation, or at least kind of hold higher support. Instead, it swept all the lows. So yeah, not a great look for XRP after the big win against the SEC in that lawsuit. The good news is that it's holding this level very strong at 46 cents. And again, in my opinion, I think the market is gearing up for a rally in quarter four. This level has held all year long, essentially. It broke out above it in March. XRP broke out above the current support in March over here. And besides one brief sell-off in May, it's held this the entire time, okay? So, this has served as a very solid support. And the thing with support and resistance is that it works until it doesn't. So right now it's continuing to work. Yes, all of these taps on it does mean that weakness is showing. And you do have continuous lower highs into it. But the thing is, I'm leaning bullish on the market right now. We're at daily, weekly strong support on XRP. Your 12-hour. It looks pretty good to break out. Below the monthly open as well. All right, so very simple. What I want on XRP, if I'm going to buy this thing, I want the quarterly open retest. I'll be greedy and wait for it and maybe miss the trade altogether. But I'd like to see the quarterly open at 47.3 cents get tested. And then we can talk longs. XRP at 47, that's what I like on the chart. Right at the quarterly open. Same thing with OP. I've been looking at OP as well. So OP filled my level, actually. Scam weekend dump came right into the level. I like that demand zone, and I also like the quarterly open at 133. Looks like we might get that. Like we might get that on OP, right? These quarterly opens, these are going to act as supports when they get tested, all right? So these are going to be levels I'm looking at to bid. Michael DJI Manor says, Connor, can you please review Dynex and 100x Gem? You can take a look at it. Never heard of Dynex before. Global network of decentralized supercomputing. Proof of useful work approach to solving real world problems. Looks clean. Seems like an AI project. Proof of work. $43 million market cap. 70.5% of the supply is in circulation right now. On MEXC, it's on Trade Ogre. That's a green flag. When a coin is listed on Trade Ogre, I immediately liken more. For any of my privacy coin maximalists out there, right? All my Monero fans, you guys already know Trade Ogre, Pirate Chain fans. Trade Ogre is the spot. That's the exchange to go to get your actual legitimate cryptocurrencies. So the fact that Dynex is on it makes me immediately like it. Green flag. Anyways, let's take a look at this thing's chart. I mean, my initial impression is that it looks pretty solid. I understand what it's trying to do. Price action has been very bullish. All right, so there's clearly something going on here. This thing got listed at 10 cents. It's 60 cents now, and it went to $1.32. So clearly there is something going on here. Where do my eyes go immediately? They go down here, right? They go down here to 40 to 30 cents. This thing it's been a bit of an anomaly because it's outperformed the rest of the market during this time in August. And then September, it's been bleeding out. So maybe it will continue to cool off. Notice being rejected by our 4-hour 200 EMA here. Are continuing to reject off of that. You have this break. This trend line break here. All right. So A lot of signs that it wants to go lower here. So if you're going to buy this, if I'm to buy this, I would wait until this demand zone towards the quarterly open level, 40 cents to 30 cents. But I'm going to, I'll star this one and I'll add it so I can look at it later. Thank you, Michael, for bringing this one to my attention. Looks like not many know about this one. Octaspace is following it. Octaspace very similar to a project like Akash, but a much lower market cap, not as well known. By the way, guys, follow me on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, CSell Crypto. Go follow me there. I think some of these friend tech codes are still active. You can pick up that on friend tech if you haven't signed up yet. And then if you want free access to my Discord group for a month, join the Zeely giveaway. All right. This still has a few more weeks left, so it's not too late to enter. Free Discord membership for a month on the line. Go to my Twitter, follow me, and then complete the Zeely tasks. Click on the link. You'll be taken to zeely.io/cryptoempire. And then you just want to complete these basic tasks to get your chance to win a free month of my premium Discord group. When's the last time you sparred? It was on Wednesday. So what's that? 5 days ago or something like that, Sniff? But when I come back to the States, I'm down to train. Let's see. Michael says, Connor, can you please look at crypto Arion? Yeah, let's check it out. Arion. Michael, how do you find all these coins? You always bring me some new project that looks good. How do you find all these? Curious of your methods. So layer 1, 600K transactions per second. I need to do my research off stream. I can't really, dig into this thing right now. Dude, Noah Miller follows all these projects. Very interesting. Let's see, area. Check out this thing's chart. All right, so got launched on MEXC May 1st at 2 cents. It went to 32 cents, clean 16x in price. New coin. All right, so right now, Michael DJI Manor is bringing us all new coins. All coins that have launched over the past few months. When it comes to the bull market coins that are going to do the best, most likely, it's going to be these newer coins. All right, so shout out to Michael for bringing these to my attention. Looking at this chart on the daily, starting to form a bit of an uptrend again. And what I would do, I would wait for our trend line to be retested towards the monthly open at 20 cents if you're going to buy this thing. But I need to do my research off the live stream to see what this project really is. First glance, it looks pretty good. And it's new. It's typically a very good thing. Reverend Flashback says, I've got the ebook. Excellent read. Thank you, Reverend Flashback. I appreciate that. If you wouldn't mind, you can leave a review, a rating on Gumroad. That would be great. Thank you. If you liked it, of course. Ann Tal says, love the ebook. Awesome. Thank you, Ann. Michael DJI Manor. Connor, can you please look at Katana Inu? So I've talked about Katana Inu before on the channel. I'm familiar with Kata. Familiar with Kata. I think I'm going to buy an asymmetric bet bag on Kata. Not a crazy amount at all. Honestly, you can put a few $100s into this thing and it can turn to like 50K, 100K. which is a nice little side bet to have for your bull market portfolio. Yeah, I like Katana Inu, right? Look at this thing's website. It looks very, very legitimate as a crypto gaming project. It reminds me a lot of World of Warcraft. Clean graphics. And again, gaming is going to absolutely just take over the market sometime in the near future. And, you know, Kata, I think, is going to be a part of that wave. So yeah, I'm gonna buy some of this. Kind of a red flag that they got all these rappers promoting it. Big red flag. But nonetheless, Katana Inu, I think it will do well. And if you look at this chart on the daily time frame, completely dead, completely sideways, doing nothing. So looks pretty good to me. Sniff says XRP stands for extended rug pull. Basically, the founders have been selling billions of dollars for years. Can't follow you on Twitter because the ADL complained and had me banned. I'm sorry to hear that, Sniff. Sorry to hear that. If everyone here sold all of their crypto for flicks, we'd all be rich, especially me. Probably. All right, let's take a look at a few more coins, guys. Warthog Thunderbolt asking about H-bar, Hedera Hashgraph. Let's take a look at H-bar. So it hasn't come to our June lows yet, and it's right at the quarterly open. Pretty convincing Wednesday and Thursday it had last week. Right, you had the break above resistance, and now we're selling off on Sunday. These Sunday sell-offs, I don't really trust. Again, let me see ETH right now. What is ETH doing? ETH moving slightly lower, and the altcoins are just sucking down with it basically right now. Bet still alive, but barely. It is a Sunday. I don't trust the sell-off. We got our weekly candle close in 5 hours. Anyways, HPAR levels to DCA. Between 4.9 and 4.7 in here is a good level. And then your June lows would be the next level for HBAR if we get the June lows at 4.2 cents. These are your levels to DCA, Anders. Or no, not Anders, sorry, Warthog Thunderbolt. And Tal, levels to buy Altura. Look at ALT, URA, ALU. The levels to buy, I already have it on the chart. And you have your demand zone at 2.58 cents for Altura. All right, that's your level. That's the level that I see to buy. And again, those are your close to your June lows. Let's see. Sniff says, last street fight I got into was at Arby's. I had a dude in a bulldog choke while rabbit punching his eye. His eye was swollen shut and bleeding, but he was eating up my ribs and I had a fracture. Sniff, you're an absolute legend. Keep protecting your ribs from Arby's. You're always welcome in my live chat, Sniff. Always welcome. Rigoberto says, thoughts on Search. Checked out Serenity Shield. Rigo, I have not checked this one out before. Serenity Shield, search. Doesn't look like it's out yet. No, it's not even out yet. Current private data storage utilizing blockchain technology. All right, pre-sale happening start of September. Haven't heard of this one. They didn't send me an email about their pre-sale, so heard of it. Another decentralized cloud storage project has potential. I'm sure it has potential. It's not out yet though. I won't be in the pre-sale. I'll skip it. I appreciate you looking or bringing that to my attention, Rigoberto. Blinder Wander, what about Chainlink? Thoughts on it? We'll take a look at the link chart. So Link daily, it was a success. Link on the daily again in complete stagnation. It held above the yearly open. What I would do on Link is I would bid the monthly open if we get it. This is what I would do on Link. Below 6. Below 6 is what we want. You're so close to the yearly. You can play a stop below it. And even back up to your 200 daily EMA, you have yourself a 2.2 to 1 trade if you can get an entry at the monthly open at 588. But yeah, I'm bullish leading into Q4. I think the market is setting up to rally in Q4. So I'm looking to buy dips and Link completely sideways in complete consolidation. So if we see the monthly open at this demand level, you can look to bid that. Take it back up. This would be your first target at the 200 daily EMA at 672. And then beyond that, we can look to target levels into this supply zone up here around $7.40, $7.50 on Chainlink. Michael asking about Terra and Tectum. So I know about Terra already, familiar with Terra, talked about a lot in particular circles, I guess you could say. All the gem hunters like Terra. Similar to Caspa, essentially. Chart. Don't overcomplicate this. If you're looking to buy it, you see the daily demand order block, you see the daily 200 EMA. Don't overcomplicate the thing. This is where you want to buy it. 0.003 cents. Simple, right? If this is going to stay bullish, which it probably will, right? Look at Caspa's price action. Caspa, when it came down and it tested the 200 daily EMA, that was the buy. Okay, so Terra, I'm going to make a video on this project because I actually do kind of like it. I don't own any of it, but I see this, guys, when it comes to this 200 daily EMA, that's the buy. Don't overcomplicate that at all. And then the other one was Tectum. Tectum I'm not familiar with. And Tectum. All right, so it retraced its entire exchange listing pump from July. This is a new coin. There's really no information here. Bull flagging on the 12-hour per hour. Right, it's in a bull flag. coming off a bottom retest. Typically a very bullish thing. Okay. There you go. That's what we want. All right, let's take our measurement of the flagpole, like so. And you got your target right by your 4-hour 200 daily EMA at 725, you can call it. So what you don't want to see is a rejection, because then you're coming down to this trend line and back at this at the lows if you get rejected here. So what I would do if I'm going to play this long, which this is a coin that you're not going to trade in the short term, you're going to buy this spot and you're going to hold it. And so now looks decent. But the thing is, if you get rejected at this trend line, you're coming back down here. All right, you're coming down to 470, which is, you know, like a 20% decrease in price. That's, yeah, it's exactly 20%. So you could possibly get this 20% lower here if we get rejected. If it does break out, it's going to go back up towards 725, which is 20% higher, right? Shout out to Trucker Steve, just getting into the live stream right now. Good to see you, Trucker Steve. We've been going for an hour and 10. We're going to wrap it up soon. But it's good to see you. Glad that you caught the stream. We talked about a lot of good stuff today, so I recommend you watch the replay. Anders says, Connor, have you had any time to look at BitRock? New project as well, layer 2. Chart is ugly, though. The low market cap, high risk, maybe high reward. So, Anders, I have not had the time to look at BRock, but I'll take a little bit of time right now to look at it. Very low market cap. Yeah, you were not kidding about that. $5 million market cap. Shout out to BitGet for listing it. If you guys want to sign up to BitGet and you're not in the US, sign up using my link down in the description below. Unfortunately, if you're in the US, you can't use it, but you can use BingX. So if you want to sign up to a good exchange to trade on, sign up to BingX if you're in the US. You don't need KYC or a VPN with it. But you should always use a VPN. The general rule of thumb. Go look at BRock though. BRock. That's your level. We're right on the level right now. Again, how I mark this level, it's so simple, guys. Pay attention. You pump up, you have a reversal. This daily candle, yeah, realistically, we could bring it down to this one. We could bring it down to that one. But the initial daily candle on that reversal is right here on the wick. Really, this entire area is support. Significant. So we can mark out the entire area with a range. Like so. Notice we're basically right in here. So this thing, it basically needs to hold this level at 4.5 cents, or it's coming down here to 1 cent. If it doesn't hold here, it's coming to 1. I think it will come deeper into this zone, so I wouldn't rush. If you're bullish on this, I would kind of wait for closer to 4 cents before you start to buy it. Remember, this is a $4.82 million market cap coin, super low. It could go against you very easily, or it could just start to pump and leave without you. Liquidity 650K. It does not take much money whatsoever to move this thing. One big person comes in and starts buying, it's going to get sent. But looking at this chart, TA does prove to be reliable on the low caps. And, you know, your TA here is telling you to wait for below 4.5 cents if you're going to be a buyer. But I'm not really sure what this thing does. Layer 2, okay, like you said. Certainly high risk, high reward. I wouldn't buy it, but if you're looking to buy it, that's the plan. Essentially in this demand zone, or if you get the breakdown, it's going to go to 1 cent. And if you like it, that's where you would want to buy it lower. But with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this live stream. We've been going for an hour and 15. This was another Crypto Empire Power Hour Sunday live stream. I appreciate every single one of you being here. If you are brand new here to Crypto Empire and you're not already subscribed to the channel, go subscribe to the channel by hitting the subscribe button. And of course, follow me on Twitter if you're not already following me there. Now, if you want to get more info on Crypto Empire and you want to look into joining the Discord group and getting access to my premium Discord where I update every single day and I share all of my trade ideas, updates on my investments, updates on my buys, go to my website, cryptoempireco.io, and hit join Discord at the top to find out more information about that. Other than that, obviously get the free ebook. No excuse why you shouldn't have the free ebook. A lot of good information in there. With that being said, guys, it is time. It is time to go ahead and wrap this one up. Have an amazing rest of your Sunday. I'll be back very, very shortly. And yeah, with that being said, smash up the like button if you haven't already smashed it. Connor from Crypto Empire signing out. I hope you all have a very blessed day and enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you later.